This is my review of the Hunger Games. When I first saw the Hunger Games, I did not read any of the books, but now I know the whole story. Pretty much, a girl named Katniss Everdeen, volunteers herself to save her sister from the Hunger. It's basically picture it as one giant death match. No one survives, but one. Um, 34th district of the capital of Pamina. Two are in each district. There are 12 districts. After the war, 74 years ago, that means, that, that was bombed and pretty much because they were rebelling against against the capital pretty much. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but our two main characters of the Hunger, our two main protagonists that go into this death match is the Monarchy and Katniss Everdeen. Well, I think, first of all, directing choice, damn. Second of all, I'm pretty sad that he's gone. I'm really sad though. But I hope he writes the screenplay. I hope he's on the film, but he doesn't have to direct it. Because one thing though, I hate tone shifts. I just hate tone shifts. Casting wise, perfect. When I read the book, it was detailed. It was incredibly well detailed, explains a lot. But in the film, it's beautiful though. I think the visually hung perfect, and I think the cap, they're fashioned by Lady Gaga. That's really interesting. I think Peter Malarkey and Katniss Everything, are very interesting characters. I like Gale. He's very interesting. I like all the competitors, especially Rue. Who's sad. You have you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry. What happens to her? Hint, hint. Really, I like characters in the movie and the book. I think they're probably well detailed. By the way, Hunger Games is kind of based off Roman mythology with the Roman Colosseum. It's the same. It's that same concept, but it's way in the future, pretty much, where they have the games who designed the game. It's kind of like a field where it happened, and I think the Hunger Games was very interesting. Though. Grossed a lot of money. Thanks to everyone who's on this film, especially Gary Ross. He deserves a great praise. He deserves a great one on this film. And this film comes out in a few more days or a few more weeks. I'm not sure. But if you have the Hunger Games or read the book, pick up the book, watch the movie, comparison. I think The Hunger Games is my favorite film in March. It really. The Hunger Games is excellent. Love the storytelling, especially in the first film and the first book. I think the movie is very violent. The movie is very entertaining. I really like it. I love the writing. I love the story. I love the direction. Pretty much, I felt terrified if Katniss was gonna live or not, because I thought she would die, but no, it's she pretty much, and it's focused on her. She's the protagonist. I love the casting choice for her, Jennifer Lawrence. She was an X-Men First Class, and she did perfect as Mystique. By the way, her new film, I do not which one, like a horror film, and then she's gonna be in X-Men First Class 2, which is X the Future Past. You should watch that, and Hunger Games Part 2, which is Catching Fire. Damn! Catching Fire is really intense. I read the book. The only word the sequel is You Are Going to Burn. The book is awesome. The book is interesting. The book is well crafted. Back on the first book and first movie. Well, feeling wise is very interesting though. Well, basically, pretty much, we have President Snow, who's kind of like our antagonist in the two and three. Our antagonists in this are kind of like is Kato. And his friends in the games are trying to kill Katniss. Those enemies though, but the real enemy is the capital A. It's really corrupted. By the way, I think the Hunger Games in general, I mean in the book, it's very depressing though. I mean, like, everybody fucking dies, and it's very sad. They got all these weird creatures, it's very much. And I think the Hunger Games in the book is pretty intense though. Cause it looks like who can live and who are, it's like you're sending these teenagers to death. It's like sending them to death. The only reason the Hunger Games is because of rebellion. And the rebellion started, and then pretty much in the third book, I don't want to spoil anything, no more Hunger Games. But anyway, pretty much in general, I mean, the movie was fantastic. It's violent. I mean, half it, like when it entered the games, it's very violent, very depressing. And it made me cry. It made me have some time, who's gonna live and who's gonna die. Well, Susan Collins, also wrote the screenplay, and Gary Ross and another, don't know who he is though. I think Susan Collins kind of improved the things that were in the book, but either way though, the movie was fantastic and the book was well crafted. I think I'm gonna give Hunger Games out of it's not perfect. It's a perfect adaptation of the it's a adaptation of the book, but it wasn't the book though. Well, I think the movie was good. I think it was fantastic. The movie wise, it was amazing. Casting choice was amazing. Places that they shot was damn. Fire is gonna come out November. Have not seen Hunger Games. Do not watch it. Want to read the book? Then go read the book though. The thing next film is, it's gonna be. It's better than I think the first book was okay, but the second. I'm surprised that Katniss survives all the end. I'm very surprised though in the movie itself. Well, I think everyone's pretty developed though. My favorite character of this movie has to be President Snow and Katniss. It. Those are my two favorite actors picked to this, and I know some of them though. Not that much, but I know much. Well, you could say this is the next Twilight. Excuse me. I think Hunger Games is gonna be a great. No, really. Why is that? Yeah. Why is that the end of at the end of a G or a franchise? Why they have the part? Harry Potter was an exception, but the third book was even that long. Let me. Split up the three parts. Part 1 is in 1 to 10, I believe. And then, like, part 2, 19 to 27. They don't have to split up much into two parts, but they're gonna do it anyway. The only reason doing that is probably for money. It's only for money purposes. Well, this movie did make a lot of money. I'm really sorry. It's fourth in the box office. I'm not sure, but so far I really love this film. I really enjoyed the book, and I recommend you pick up a copy of the DVD or the book. I recommend the trilogy. I recommend and watch them because it's gonna be interesting how everything turns out though. Because I'm very curious. Second, I'm very curious about the casting. I'm very curious about that. And that's it, pretty much. Hunger Games would give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. That's my opinion. Pretty much, The Hunger Games was the best book, best movie. Watch it. Watch watch the movie. I think watch it. Watch the movie. Read the and this movie and the book are it's better than Twilight. And when they make this movie, the right people to make it. The tone shift. By the way, interesting. Did you know I'm a Legend? I'm a Legend director is working games part 2. No offense, I like Gary Ross, but I saw I'm a Legend. The tone for that movie, I think the tone from I'm a Legend fits this franchise. Think about it. I think the 2 is probably going to be better. I feel bad for Gary Ross though. I think he wanted. I think he wanted to focus more creative learning wise. Because the only reason he quit because the because the second movie rushed. I agree with him. It had to be written in a year. In a year. Well, I think this is the end of my review. I want more reviews. And subscribe, add any comment, add me as your friend, subscribe to me, dislike this video, or I don't really care. Well, goodbye.